Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Before I start for today, I'd like to answer a couple of questions that I've received. Feedback has generally been okay, saying that I'm moving along, but I still need to have a long way to go as of yet. But there's also a need to ask about something that's going on, which is to do with what I'm actually doing here. So, there's something being done within the RPG community that is being crowdfunded on Kickstarter. For the most part, it's very, very simple. It's already been funded. There's no real reason for you to worry about it too much. One of the things they did as a marketing ploy is this hashtag and the reason why this video exists. A list of 30 questions concerning the singular brewed world that you made at home. A sort of smorgasbord / advertisement, if you would. My position in it all is that I just want to answer these questions because a lot of people say that the context and flavour of my world is very strong, but the actual setting itself is quite weak. So this effort was really to show that I could be able to do it. And I do encourage everybody else, check this stuff out. I very much doubt that anyone outside of the group would be listening to this, but there have been one or two, and more the merrier, innit? And now, on with the show. So as you can see on the screen there, the question for today is, who opposes evil and injustice in your world? Well, the short answer is nobody. That dramatic pause brought to you by my shoddy editing. So what do I mean by nobody? Well, actually exactly what I meant. Talum is a very, very grey world. It's a world which is very dangerous. Things are pretty bad. Inclement weather, monsters, beasts, supernatural creatures has mixed all together to create a system of morality that is more interested in peace than justice. The inspiration for this comes from very much our feudal past. Life expectancy being so low because of the hardness of surviving outside of cities, while the inside of cities actually being kind of a cesspool of disease and death and sectarian violence, causes people to have a very fragile sense of trust between these different groups immigrating from one area to the other, living off scraps of food, very, very harsh survivalist circumstances. Any authoritarian group interested in maintaining and keeping control would have to overcome these hurdles. And as I've said in the past, the fact that sectarianism and the change of power, dynasties, empires, continuously roiling up and down, shows that actually this is a harder thing to do than to say. In short, the idea of justice and fighting evil is actually a luxury that many cities cannot afford. This doesn't mean that there are no peoples who are involved in the system of justice or in the idea of battling evil. It's just that they're very, very few, and their definition of what evil, justice, good, and how they bring it about can be very different depending on those different peoples. There is no unifying force in Talum, specifically within the 5 free cities. And as a result, really, these groups will often come into conflict with each other over actually coming into conflict with the bad guys. Now, putting a player into this kind of situation is a bit too heavy for many groups that I've run with. As a result, almost to a T, the group of role players that I take through the different stories, the different campaigns of my world, often do become figures of authority within Talum itself. One of which grew to become a very powerful warlord, owning a large area of the Shift Reservation. Another took a war of expansion out into lands beyond. Another one really took a great interest in spreading the power of knowledge and is at the moment a very, very well-known character who even the players who are in my world now know about. In any case, guys, thank you very much for listening. And I hope you'll have a lovely day as you carry on your way from the 5 minutes you gave away in order to listen to me. If you are part of the group that is taking part in my 30-day world, by all means, copy paste your entry into the comment section below. If you're not, by all means, you can actually click on a link that's downstairs in the description and you'll be taken to the group. And I strongly say, take part. By all means, I'd love to hear about each and every one of your worlds. It's a good place to steal good ideas. All cases, guys. Have a good day. Ciao.